the largest stadium in Brazil, the stage of 2 FIFA World Cup finals, and an iconic football ground. Today, we travel to Rio de Janeiro to talk about the Maracanã Stadium, the biggest football stadium in Brazil. Hello, my friends. I'm here to bring you the story of another important stadium in Brazilian and world football. Today, we'll explore the home of Flamengo and Fluminense, two clubs that have recently won the Copa Libertadores and will now compete in the FIFA Club World Cup in the middle of the year. In this video, you'll learn the history of this legendary stadium, which has been around for quite some time. For those who don't know, the construction of the Maracanã Stadium began in the late 1940s. It was built to be the main venue for the 1950 FIFA World Cup, which was held in Brazil. That tournament saw Uruguay defeat Brazil in the final in a match attended by approximately 200,000 spectators, a staggering number of people inside the Maracanã. The stadium's official name is Jornalista Mario Filho, but it is popularly known as Maracana. The official name honors journalist Mario Filho, who is no longer with us. He was considered by many as one of the key figures behind the stadium's construction for the 1950 World Cup. As the main venue of the World Cup, the stadium hosted a total of 8 matches during the tournament, including its first ever official game. The Maracanã's grand opening took place on June 24, 1950, in none other than a FIFA World Cup match. It couldn't have been any different. The game featured Brazil, the host nation, and resulted in a 4-0 victory over Mexico. The goals were scored by Ademir, twice, Baltazar, and João Sapinto. Among the 8 matches played at the Maracanã during that World Cup was also the tournament's final, where Brazil faced Uruguay. In the end, Uruguay triumphed 2-1 in what remains one of the biggest heartbreaks in Brazilian football history. The stadium was packed beyond its limits, with nearly 200,000 people in attendance, only to witness Brazil lose the World Cup in front of its own fans. A stage for historic football moments. Beyond the World Cup, Maracanã has been the setting for some of the most memorable moments in football history. One of these was Pelé's 1,000th career goal, scored while playing for Santos. This milestone includes official and unofficial matches, but it remains one of the stadium's most iconic moments. The stadium has also hosted numerous finals of the Brazilian Championship, especially featuring teams from Rio de Janeiro. Additionally, Maracanã has been the stage for Copa Libertadores finals, including 2 in the current single-match final format, one between Santos and Palmeiras, both Brazilian clubs, and another between Brazil's Fluminense and Argentina's Boca Juniors. Another significant event in the stadium's history was its selection as one of the venues for the first ever FIFA Club World Cup in 2000. To accommodate the competition, Maracanã underwent a series of renovations, which included the installation of individual seats in the upper ring, reducing its capacity to 103,000 spectators. The stadium also gained new VIP boxes, expanded media facilities, and an enlarged premium seating area. The tournament featured some of the biggest clubs in world football, such as Real Madrid and Manchester United. However, the final was an all-Brazilian affair, with Corinthians defeating Vasco da Gama to claim the title. Renovations and major events. Among other events hosted by Maracanã was the 2007 Pan American Games in Rio de Janeiro. In preparation for this, the stadium underwent another major renovation and remained closed from April 2005 to January 2006 for these upgrades. One of the key changes was the installation of seats throughout the entire stadium. The field level was also lowered, and the traditional Geral standing section, located closest to the pitch and known for its low-priced tickets, was removed to make room for more seating. During the Pan American Games, Maracanã hosted matches in both men's and women's football, as well as the opening and closing ceremonies. Years later, in 2014, the stadium was once again a FIFA World Cup venue. In preparation for the tournament, Maracanã underwent yet another major renovation, shaping it into the structure we see today, with a current seating capacity of 78,838. During the 2014 World Cup, Maracanã hosted 7 matches, including the tournament's final. This achievement made it only the second stadium in history to host 2 FIFA World Cup finals. The year before the World Cup, in 2013, Maracana also staged matches for the FIFA Confederations Cup, where Brazil defeated Spain in the final. Later on, the stadium would go on to host the 2021 Copa America final, as well as many international tournaments and regular matches for the Brazilian national team, which frequently plays at the iconic venue. Beyond football, concerts and other sports. In addition to football, Maracana has hosted various other events, including major concerts and even matches in other sports. The stadium's all-time attendance record was set during the 1950 FIFA World Cup final, when over 199,000 spectators watched Brazil's heartbreaking loss to Uruguay. Current structure and usage. As mentioned earlier, Maracana's current capacity stands at 78,838 spectators. The stadium features two large stands behind the goals, known as the North and South sections, each with upper and lower tiers. The central sections are named East and West, also featuring upper and lower stands. Additionally, the stadium's VIP boxes and media areas are located in the central sections, where the most expensive tickets are sold. Today, Maracana is managed by Flamengo and Fluminense, the two clubs that regularly play their home matches there. However, the venue is also used sporadically by the Brazilian national team and occasionally by other Rio-based clubs such as Botafogo and Vasco da Gama. The stadium is public property and belongs to the government of Rio de Janeiro. If you want more videos about stadiums in South America, Asia, or Africa, let us know in the comments, and we'll bring more content. Before you go, I'm leaving another video in the card. Click on it, it's playing on your screen now. Stay with us, and see you next time.